A very good evening and a warm welcome to this week's first edition of Prime Time News. I'm Salima Shimwe-Feleni. If it's your first time joining us, do subscribe, hit the like button and be sure to click the notifications bell to stay posted on the latest happenings locally and globally. We begin tonight's bulletin in the capital, where Minister of Home Affairs, Immigration, Safety and Security, Albert Kawana, says the new national identification cards that government is set to introduce can be used as travel documents with neighboring countries and make border crossing easier.
I would like to inform this august House and the nation at large that the Ministry of Home Affairs, Immigration, Safety and Security has made good progress in issuing national documents to the eligible categories of our nationals. This is not without challenges, but our mission is to ensure legal identity for all. All our efforts are aimed at improving our systems and processes. Before I answer Honorable Smith's specific questions, I want to inform the nation that the only changes on the new look ID will be removal of the fingerprint and the barcode on the reverse side of the card. These will be replaced by a quick response code called QRC and a machine readable zone called MRZ. The inclusion of these new features is in line with international best practice recommended by the International Civil Aviation Organization, in bracket or abbreviated as ICAO. With this new ID, Namibia can consider the use of ID cards as travel documents with neighboring countries, and is anticipated to make border crossing easier, especially for border residents. And indeed, I foresee, Honorable Smith, that this might even in the future, for all countries, might replace even the passports.
SWAPO Party Secretary General Sophia Shaningwa said the party-led government has received criticism over the past years for disunity, service delivery and performance, which led to some supporters punishing the party in elections.
Shaningwa made these remarks on Saturday at the party's one-day think tank induction workshop in Windhoek. She said the criticisms the SWAPO-led government received for poor service delivery and disunity in the party has led to some supporters abstaining from the 2019 presidential and National Assembly elections and subsequently in the 2020 regional and local authority elections, which cost the party, making it lose some constituencies. She noted, therefore, the think tank members must provide factual advice without fear or favor to ensure the party continues to be relevant within the context of a fast-changing world. Shaningwa added that the party must create and instill hope for the current and future generations. It must ensure that young people of Namibia look forward to the future with hope in the party to continue to be the banner of solidarity, freedom, justice, and take it forward into the future. She further said that the think tank members are also expected to implement the party's election manifesto for 2020 to 2025 and post-COVID-19, economic recovery and employment creation. For Nampa News, I'm Sawi Hausiku.
Moving on to global food security, a report has revealed that 3 billion people worldwide were unable to afford healthy diets in 2019, while 811 million suffered from hunger in 2020, despite the world producing enough food for everyone.
These statistics by the Food and Agriculture Organization FAO report were revealed by Agriculture, Water and Land Reform Deputy Minister Anna Shiweda at the commemoration of World Food Day at Utusib in the Walvis Bay Rural Constituency. Shiweda expressed further concern that despite the high number of hungry people, about 3.4 million people worldwide also die every year due to overweight and obesity caused by unhealthy eating habits. The Deputy Minister expressed that the alarming statistics on hunger, malnutrition and obesity call for cooperation and coordination among all stakeholders in the food value chain in order to effectively address challenges related to food insecurity and malnutrition. FAO representative in Namibia, Farai Zimudzi, said about 14% of the food produced worldwide is lost, while 17% of it is wasted. She however noted that as the leading UN technical agency working on food and agriculture, FAO has developed a set of tools which they are confident can make an impact on many of those complex systemic problems.
Back home, where we shift our attention to the Kavango East region, taxi operators in Rundu took to the streets recently to protest the bad conditions of the roads in the region's capital.
The operator's representative, Lucas Shinga, told Nampa on Sunday that they demonstrated in order for the Rundu Town Council to fix the roads, which are full of potholes, a condition they have been in since last year. He said they pay annual motor vehicle taxes for roads that are busy damaging their cars, which impacts the monthly salary they collect from their own efforts. Shinga said this also forces them to park at prohibited areas when picking up customers and end up getting an unwanted ticket. Shinga added the bad roads not only damage their vehicles but also causes the taxi drivers a lot of discomfort. The taxi operators submitted their petition to both the Office of the Kavango East Governor and the Rundu Town Council for urgent intervention. The chairperson of the Kavango East Regional Council, Damien Mayambayi, speaking on behalf of the governor, who was not in office, commended the group for hosting a peaceful demonstration without violence, promising that he will make sure their concerns are addressed. Mayambayi said the Rundu Town Council is planning to start conducting town hall meetings to address issues of service delivery. Rundu Mayor Gabriel Kanyanga said the tenders for paving and resurfacing of roads were advertised in August this year. He informed the demonstrators that the process to appoint contractors is at an advanced stage and work on the roads will start soon. Reporting from Rundu, I am Sawi Hausiku.
Stand by for your top roundup. In the business and economic segment tonight, we begin in the Xaras region. Xaras Governor Aletta Frederick said despite its relatively low population density estimate of 78,000 inhabitants, the economic growth potential of the region is considerably high but needs an intensive all-inclusive development plan.
Frederick said that the untapped potential of the region lies in the agriculture and the tourism sectors, as well as in the fast developing envisaged massive investment opportunity in green hydrogen energy, which is gaining momentum in Lüderitz. She said the region can also become a national magnet for game farming, and with the expansion of irrigation farming along the Notre Dame and Orange River, as well as with the envisaged irrigation scheme along the newly completed and full capacity Water Neckartal Dam.
Moving on to business news on the continent. A cabinet minister on Sunday revealed that Tanzania has allocated 90.6 billion Tanzanian shillings, about $39.2 million for implementation of 23 projects aimed at revamping the tourism sector affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. More on this story from Xinhua.
Damas Ndumbaro, the Minister for Natural Resources and Tourism, told a press conference in the commercial capital Dar es Salaam that the funds were part of the $567.25 million approved in September by the International Monetary Fund, IMF. The IMF approved the funds in emergency financial assistance to the country under the Rapid Credit Facility and Rapid Financing Instrument to support the authorities' efforts in responding to the pandemic by addressing the urgent health, humanitarian, as well as economic costs. Dumbaro said projects to be implemented include renovation of infrastructure, installation of security systems, purchase of mobile test kits for testing COVID-19 infections among tourists, as well as acquisition of transportation facilities.
That's all from me, Salima Shimwe-Feleni. The sports news will follow after the economics roundup and the weather forecast.
Good evening and welcome to a fresh new week and Monday sports update on Sport Planet with me, Michael Madimba. We begin with local boxing news. John Jolonimus retained the WBO Africa Super Middleweight title on Saturday after knocking out Anthony Yarman in the second round of their title fight. Our Erasmus Shalihakwe witnessed the duel and compiled this report.
The fight, held in the capital as part of the fourth installment of the Get Together as One boxing bonanza, was the second time the two boxers faced each other, with Jolonimus having won their first match through an 11-round technical knockout earlier this year. Jolonimus now holds a record of 13 wins from as many fights, while Yarman has fought 23 times, winning 17, losing 5 and drawing 1. Other fights that took place on the night also saw Charles Shinima defeating Mohamed Muta of Tanzania with a second-round technical knockout to become the new WBO African welterweight champion, a title that had been vacant. Philippus Ngitembwa also became the new WBO Global Super Bantamweight champion after defeating Innocent Matengu of South Africa with a technical knockout in the 6th round. Matthew Hayter also won the National Super Bantamweight title after defeating Julius Shefeni in the 6th round. Jeremiah Nakathila defeated Dandona Ncube of Zimbabwe in the second round of their International Junior Lightweight fight. Ellison Kalux defeated Nestor Amukoto by a split decision in their junior bantamweight bout, while Martin Mukungu defeated John Herman with a first-round knockout in their featherweight encounter. Emmanuel Mukanjela also defeated Henderson Ngipondoka by a unanimous decision in their featherweight fight.
Still on boxing, Namibian featherweight boxer and former African Boxing Union champion Nathaniel Natika Nkololo has sent a stern warning to his opponent Johannes Ninkoti for the Salute Boxing Academy's Building Champions Bonanza, scheduled to take place in Windhoek this coming Friday.
Kankololo, who has a record of 15 fights with 11 wins, 3 losses and 1 draw, is expected to redeem himself when he takes on Ninkoti, who has a record of 12 fights with 3 wins, 5 losses and 4 draws. In a recent interview with the Namibia press agency, Kankololo, who lost his fights in Ukraine when he challenged Oleg Malinkrovsky for the World Boxing Organization and then went on to lose against Adrian Grigorian in Russia earlier this year, said he is a wounded lion and whoever is going to face him will feel his wrath. He said he is a champion and champions don't get ready, they stay ready. The boxer added that after his recent defeats in Ukraine and Russia, he is looking forward to a good fight when he steps in the ring.
Your sports roundup is up next. And with that, we've come to the end of tonight's bulletin. Much appreciated for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, as well as click on the notifications bell to stay abreast with the latest happenings locally and globally. Do add your comments as well in the comment section. Catch us on the morrow for yet another edition of Primetime News. From myself, Michael Madimba, and the entire production crew, wishing you a good night.